The 75th anniversary summit of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization on NATO has kick-started in Washington, with US divided over President Joe Biden's viability on the growing perception that he is not in form and aging rapidly. The 81-year-old host tried to show allies at home and abroad that he still can lead.
Military, come forward.
At the opening ceremony of the three-day summit, he pledged to forcefully defend Ukraine against Russia's invasion.
Military, come forward. Putin's war of aggression against Ukraine continues, and Putin wants nothing less than Ukraine's total subjugation, to end Ukraine's democracy, to destroy Ukraine's culture, and to wipe Ukraine off the map. And we know Putin won't stop at Ukraine, but make no mistake, Ukraine can and will stop Putin. The United States, Germany, the Netherlands, Romania, and Italy will provide Ukraine with the equipment for 5 additional strategic air defense systems.
The US and its allies have pledged to deliver 5 additional air defense systems to Ukraine, including Patriot missile batteries and components. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, in his address at the summit, pushed for further military support. He claimed that the world is waiting to see what would happen in November, referring to the US presidential elections.
And this is a historic event, but it is in the shadows of another story. It's time to step out of the shadows, to make strong decisions work, to act and not to wait for November or any other months to this end. We must be strong and uncompromising all together. And first of all, America. And first of all, the leaders of America. And the President of the United States as the leader of the free world. To be uncompromising in defending democracy.
The November elections pose a unique threat to NATO. The Republican Party's presumptive nominee, former President Donald Trump, has consistently sent mixed signals about his commitment to collective defense and has signaled that he might just withdraw the US from the military alliance. Now, this after 4 years of Biden bolstering the NATO alliance, including its expansion to Finland and Sweden in the wake of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Meanwhile, a meeting between Biden and Zelensky is scheduled for later today. As per the White House, the meeting is to discuss the West's unwavering support for Kiev as it continues to defend itself against Moscow. And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tehrani sent us this report earlier from New York. Listen to this.
President Biden is using this NATO summit to showcase his stamina and leadership abilities on the international stage amid concerns about his mental acuity and fitness for re-election. Biden's message of unity and commitment to NATO was not only aimed at international allies, but also his Democratic supporters here at home who are watching very closely. They're increasingly skeptical about Biden's ability to beat Donald Trump. This summit provides a critical opportunity for President Biden, on the one hand, to demonstrate his stamina and grasp on international matters and global policy, particularly when it comes to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. But the summit also allows President Biden to differentiate himself from Donald Trump, who has often been critical of NATO and has even threatened to withdraw support if he is reelected. Overall, this NATO summit is a critical moment for President Biden just to regain momentum and confidence ahead of the election. He gave a speech on Tuesday using a teleprompter, but one of the real tests for the president will be that solo press conference that has been scheduled for Thursday. Susan Tehrani reporting from New York for WION World is One.
Ahead of the 75th anniversary of the NATO summit in Washington, outgoing NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg threw the first pitch for the Washington Nationals baseball team. Take a look at these visuals.
Once again, Secretary General of NATO